Today's subscription spot, we are having a look at the Pop Horror Mystery Box Horror Block for the month of March 2016. With a simple www.horrorblock.com, you can open up the doorway and get horror mystery items delivered to your house every single month. You can also follow Horror Block on facebook.com/horrorblock, Twitter @horrorblock, and also on Instagram. The box has arrived for March, and Spot's going to get this opened up, and we're going to find out what we got inside. So for that, I'm going to use Old Red, good old Red, as she does match the coloring of this box with the bloodied handprint, which does also kind of look like Spot's hand. And let's find out what we got for March 2016. I always say this, I'm sure, and I sound like a broken record, but this box does feel heavy, so hopefully that translates to some really awesome goodies inside. The first thing we tend to look at, not all the time, but tend to, is a t-shirt. And this t-shirt, I believe, could be the girl from The Ring. I think. It looks like it might be. That's my guess. I'm going to assume yes. I'm sure the card will tell me. Nice black t-shirt with a very creepy looking face on the front. Put that right there. Let's see what else we got in here. Let's maybe have a look at this, which actually is not as heavy as I thought. I thought that was going to make up the majority of the weight inside. But Horror Block, the Pop Horror Mystery Box. This is a zombie doorstop. What does a zombie doorstop actually look like? Let's have a look. Okay, so this is rather creepy. Again, Spot throwing out the word creepy. But it's a zombie of considerably, well, he's not the man he used to be. He ain't got no buddy. In other words, he's got no lower half. But he apparently can hold your door open and bite your ankles in the process. Oh, a fun little piece. I will be certainly making use of that and also scaring people as they walk through my house. Not that I would have somebody this small. Okay, there's a couple of things that could probably debunk the idea that this is real. The fact is this character's this small, but also the fact that I would have a zombie in my house. Let's see which one debunks it first. Doesn't feel overly heavy, but it's exclusive for Nerd Block. We'll put that right there. I'll let him kind of keep an eye on him. Like, watch this, but kind of just keep an eye on him as well, making sure that he's not slowly... I should totally do that, eh? Where I should just start like pulling on the fabric so you can see this. I won't do that. I wouldn't do that. I'd like to, especially now that I've thought about it. I would love to, but I'm not going to do it. We've got Zombie Hunter, official issue dog tags. Adult collector, not for children. Let's have a look and see what those look like. I can actually get my finger in there. Is there a seal that's preventing these? No, I don't think so. There we go. These look familiar. I feel like these perhaps have been packaged before. We've got Zombie Emergency Response Operations. 2 dog tags. They are encased in a rubber outer kind of border. And they are dog tags, so you get 2 of them. Pretty nice. I could even really... You know what? I'll do that for the time being. There you go, Mr. Zombie. Somewhat ironic. Zombie hunters, and I'm putting it around a zombie. I like to just do that. Mix it up a little bit. You know, just kind of break the rules. Don't conform. I want to see what else is heavy in here. This is a zombie back scratcher. Well, this actually has some weight to it. Let's open up the bag of that. This also appears to be a Nerd Block exclusive. How cool is that? It's a little bit bigger of a hand than the zombie door stopper. You can scratch your back. If you got an itchy back. Zombie back scratcher. Very cool. It's a really hard, it's rubber. It's a very dense rubber. Oh, and look at this. Oh, look at that. Look how creative that is. It's like you can really get to the really hard to reach areas of your back. I was actually wondering if that was going to be a telescopic? How would you pronounce it? Telescopic. There you go. I could also freak somebody out. If I'm sitting next to him on the couch, I could kind of just extend it and just reach the hand from around. I guess it would have to be this way with the thumb being as it is. Just kind of reach around to the back and just kind of tap them on the shoulder. They turn around, you quickly pull it back. What are you doing? Nothing. Why? I'm just watching TV. Are you sure? Somebody just tapped me on the no, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Whatever you're about to say, it wasn't me. And then just kind of reach the hand around again, tap them on the shoulder. Eventually they would see the hand and you would laugh. Hopefully they don't have anything in their hand to which they would then throw at you. We also have the Walking Dead building sets. This is series 3. Contains 1 of 9 figures inside. I see a couple, well, I see Michonne and I see Daryl. There's Daryl. Abraham's there. Bunch of zombies. There's what they look like all on the back. Lots of zombies to choose from. Let's see which one we get. And I think through process of, I also tore it. We got, oh, Rick Grimes is in here too. Daryl. Eugene. Oh, there's Eugene. Morgan. Michonne. Shows you how to build them on the back. Daryl's RV, also something you can pick up. The Woodbury Assault Vehicle. And the Prison Catwalk. It's a shame that these actually weren't just a little bit bigger, because the play sets are so awesome. So awesome. But they're just too small for anything. Like, they'd be perfect for like a 3 3/4 inch figure, but sadly, not the case. Not the case. I'm gonna dump out the contents. And looks like we do have a zombie. No ifs, no ands, no zombie buts about it. We got ourselves a zombie, which I had it facing the wrong way. I seem to recall the arms being hard to put on. Memory serves me. No, actually, this arm's not too bad. And I got to put the head on. Oh, and there goes the arm. Ah, butterfingers. Well, I guess maybe my zombie doesn't need another arm. Oh yeah, and I forgot, these kind of just, I think they kind of just clip. Clip? Like that? Kind of like that. They clip to their stands. Of course, sans l'arme, there's no arm on this zombie, but you'll have to take my word for it. She did come with an arm. Pretty super detailed for the size of it. I don't get overly excited, truth be told, for these little smaller zombies, but I could see how somebody would be getting into these because, you know, they are little small miniatures. If you like miniatures, like little army men, totally cool. Not a big zombie, military, army, soldier guy. I don't know what I just said, but take my word for it. They're okay. I just would never see myself collecting these. In the meantime, put that to the side. Just because it's not something I would collect. It's still super cool, but I think all the other stuff that we've looked at so far, kind of think it's a little bit cooler. And we also got this little character inside. I'm not quite sure what he is. But we'll cut the plastic and we'll do some further investigation. And looks like he's covered in guts. He's got guts inside there. Little beady guts. Isn't that splendid? See that? This would be definitely something, I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, don't give something like this to your dog, because I can't tell you what's inside. It's not fruit punch, ladies and gentlemen, and those aren't frozen peas. Really gruesome. Does it have a tag? It does. It says Vibe. Vibe. That's not his name. I'm sure that's the company that makes these. Vibe. Very gross, though. Look at that. Ew. Ew. Put that right to the side. And the last thing that we got is a zombie oven mitt. Another exclusive for Horror Block. There's a lot of exclusives in this set. A zombie oven mitt, which if you're not careful and you're handling hot items, your hand might potentially look like this if not wearing a glove, so be safe. It is to be expected, of course. You're also going to get your issue of Rue Morgue inside this month's box. And on the front, Monsters, Mayhem, Murder and Metal, Rob Zombie is ready to rip your face off with his latest album and film. Plus, the terror tunes of John 5 and Piggy D. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, cast and crew chew the fat and tissue on the new reissue. I see what they did there. House of Penance, historical horror comic set at the Winchester Mystery House. And finally, The Witch's Brew, New York State's famous supernatural coffee house turns 20. Let's do a quick perusal of this magazine. See some of the stuff that we got going on in here. What is this? Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. Soft serve, die hard. What is that? Dangerous Men. Helga, She-Wolf of Stillberg. Scars, Earthrise. I love just perusing through these magazines. You never know what you're going to find in here. Deadly Grounds. Oh, clever. Deadly Grounds coffee. Very, very clever. Let's see what else we have in here. Slice 'em, Dice 'em, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. The Cast Weigh In. I don't know if I would say I enjoyed Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Yeah, I could take it. I watch it from time to time, but truthfully, it's not one of my favorite Texas Chainsaw Massacres. Crop top scratching his head. Oh, I didn't like that. Yeah, but a good substantial read. I'll be looking through that. Hands of Darkness, John Carpenter, Vincent Price, and the Step Forward Wives. All the Evil You Can Handle, horror block. And finally, let's have a look at the card that would have come also included in here. This April horror block is eerier than ever with an item from Hellraiser. If that wasn't a reason to not get horror block next month. I mean, Hellraiser, guys, right there. Also, this month's horror block contains 3 exclusives and a mystery item from the editor, www.horrorblock.com. Now let's have a look at the card. A zombie oven mitt, zombie hunter dog tags. We also got the Ring t-shirt, which I was right. A zombie hand back scratcher, zombie squeeze, zombie doorstop, Walking Dead Building Blind Bag, and Rue Morgue number 165. I would say it's safe to assume that this month's box was very zombie-oriented. And I certainly can't wait next month right there, Hellraiser. Oh, that's going to be so cool. Again, if you guys are interested, don't open Dead Inside. If you are looking to get the Dead Inside delivered to your house every single month, don't wait. You can go to www.horrorblock.com. Today we're having a look at the March 2016 box. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.